Hi everyone, it's Gina K from Gina K Designs and welcome to Stampin' Chat. What a night we have had here in our studio. Everything just shut down and wasn't working, so we've got our fingers crossed that you guys can see and hear us okay and that everything is going to look good on the screen. Holy cow! Well, we are really excited tonight because I have my special guest. I have Tom with me in the studio. Yay! We need one of those sounds that goes, yay! And tonight we are going to be playing with the shaving cream technique. So we're going to be using good old Barbasol. I had Tom pick up shaving cream on the way home. I don't know why we don't have any shaving cream in the house. I guess we're both using fancy body wash kind of stuff.
I use shaving cream.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then why didn't you tell me? I guess Tom had plenty of shaving cream. I said to him, make sure you stop for shaving cream and for paper plates because that's what we're going to need for tonight's technique. So it was so stressful around here that I didn't have time to put together an opening thing or quotes or anything, but I think tonight's theme is just going to be stress, right? Stress, good old stress. We all feel it. We all have it. And the key is how to respond to it. So we're going to respond to it by crafting. So Tom, come and say hi to everybody. And Tom actually, well, I went to Rena and got my hair done. Can you see all my highlights in there? Rena did some new highlights for me and trimmed me up a little bit. Tom just banged his knee. Oh, Tom. Hello, are you okay?
Hello.
Oh, and Tom got his hair cut. Rena cut Tom's hair. Yay. Looks good.
I'm out of 70s hippie lane.
Well, you know, you hadn't had a haircut since we went on lockdown in March.
That's right.
So that was the last haircut Tom had. See, I was a hairdresser in my former life, so I was trimming my own bangs and at least trying to keep up with it. Plus, I had a variety of wigs that I shared with you all. But poor Tom just had to go with the the backwards baseball cap, right?
You couldn't just.
I guess I could have cut your hair. I'm sorry. I never thought to offer.
Not an option.
Sorry. No.
Not an option.
All right. Well, tonight we're going to be playing with shaving cream, and I figured this would be a good technique for you because you're already an expert.
I am, yes, and we're using soothing aloe.
Oh, you got
soothing
aloe?
Yeah, I guess we're making a comfort card, right?
We're making a comfort card. We're making a comfort card with soothing aloe. Okay. And, you know, our iPad stopped working, so I just put this up on the screen. I'll tell you, if it's not one thing, it's another. All right, so let me show you what we're going to be using tonight, and you're going to flip the screen for us.
So is the flavor important?
The flavor is not important.
No.
You can use soothing aloe flavor.
Soothing aloe for a sympathy card, and maybe Ready Whip for a kid's card.
Ready Whip, yeah,
right.
A little sugar in there.
Foam insulation for a guy card. I don't know. Might come up with some interesting textures.
Actually, I bought this new hair mousse and it looked like it would be perfect, but it was so expensive because it was fancy stuff that Rena sold me. So I didn't want to use that. So we're going to use shaving cream. So if you're playing along tonight, grab a large paper plate, grab some shaving cream, and I just have a few pieces of regular white cardstock. So do you want to go flip the screen so we can do the overhead? I know, because he had it all set up over here, and then the whole thing went out. So we put it backward.
Like a workman's comp plane. This place is dangerous.
It is dangerous. So the other thing that you should probably have if you're going to do shaving cream is some paper towels. I have the jumbo roll of Bounty here, and I'm just going to take a few of those off, and we're going to use those. And then let's see, we don't need to be quite so close to the paper towels here. So we'll zoom out a little bit. We've got our shaving cream. Now we're going to be using some re-inkers. So for the shaving cream technique, you do want to use dye re-inkers. Now, I think Rena did this technique using her Electropop re-inkers, so you can certainly use the neon re-inkers. I have a few of the Gina K Designs re-inkers here. And there's lots of techniques that you can do with these. You can do watercolor with them by putting a little spritz of re-inker, a little drop of re-inker on an acrylic block and spritz it with water. It makes a watercolor. You can do the baby wipe technique. You and I should do that. I think you would like that technique, the baby wipe technique. I think wipes would be something that you'd be in for, huh? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start.
I like that word.
Wipe?
Yeah.
So what colors do you want? I think you should have coral reef.
Okay. You're asking me what colors, and then you're telling me.
I'm telling you.
colors.
Well, I was going to do passionate pink or coral reef.
Coral
I figured
reef,
you'd want
yeah.
coral reef.
I would.
Okay. Which blue would you prefer? Turquoise sea or blue lagoon?
Blue Lagoon goes with my coral reef.
Oh, yes, it does. And then would you rather have key lime or jelly bean?
Key lime.
Key lime. Okay. So you've got an ocean thing going there.
Caribbean.
You do. And I have just kind of a fun party thing going here.
Yes.
All right. So what we're going to do to start, let's see here. I'd like to welcome all of you that are just joining us. We see lots of you coming in to the live tonight. Also, I think at the end of the live, after we do the technique, I think I'm going to give them a sneak peek of something that's coming tomorrow night.
Oh, boy.
Isn't that exciting? Wow. Anybody here want to see a sneak peek? Of course, I can't scroll. We can't scroll in the comments, but Tom is monitoring YouTube. We don't have anybody monitoring Facebook, but when he jumps back, he can check out Facebook comments too.
We're really working without a net here.
We really are.
And the wheels could just fly
right off.
any minute.
So we're going to use this. This is called the Stencil Pal. And there's 2 of them. It comes in a 2-pack. So it's perfect, Tom. One for you and one for me. And then we're each going to have a paper plate. I have 2 of them here. Okay.
You should work with spackle.
Well,
Got a technique for that?
spackle?
Yeah.
No, I'm counting on you to have a technique for that.
This would be perfect.
All right, I'll be right back. Here, I'm back here. And I'm getting a couple of spatulas, and you may have seen these before when we use them with Decofoil transfer gel or texture paste, the pastillage. This is something that we use. Well, we're going to use that tonight for this technique. You can also just use a kitchen knife too. You don't need to have anything special for that. Okay, so there's a lot of bright stuff going on here. I'm going to make sure that both of us are here. And then I have just some scrap paper here from another project we did. See, I have just some scrap paper. We're going to use that as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shake up this shaving cream. And we're going to put the shaving cream like that on your plate. That's a lot of shaving cream. I'm just going to control that a little bit. I probably didn't need anywhere near that much, but see, you can do like several cards with one thing of shaving cream, with one plate full of shaving cream. You all right?
Is that going to
I think you should probably use a little more.
having a hard time? Yeah.
Okay, that's good. What's wrong with the shaving cream? Is it defective?
I'm easing it.
So you see how I kind of smoothed out my top of my shaving cream just a little bit? You might
Well,
want to do that.
Doesn't that change what's going to transfer?
No.
No, you got to smooth it out.
Well, I just smoothed it out because all these peaks and valleys, I think you have too many there. So I would just kind of just make it so that there's not big holes in it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So now what we're going to do, the next step, this is very messy. I used to do this with my kids, and they have so much fun doing this kind of thing. So if you have kids, you can do this with like paint, you know, kid-friendly paint. You can do this with. It won't be quite as vibrant, but if you're not worried about your kids getting re-inker all over their hands, or you could put gloves on them, it is a really kind of fun technique. Okay, you're good. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take some of your blue, and you're going to do several drops like this. I'm just going to drop it.
And so you don't like do a pattern or?
Nope.
Okay. I'm doing a pattern.
You're doing a pattern? Okay, this is, you can see already, I am very inky. It doesn't take much for me to get re-inker all over me. Okay, and then we're gonna do, you can do your coral reef next. I'm gonna do my passionate pink, and I'm gonna drop some passionate pink re-inker. It's really fun with bright colors, but you can also use pastels and get a really pretty soft background. All the backgrounds are soft with shaving cream, really. Okay, and then my last color is Jelly Bean. You want to make sure you get them like away from the other ones.
We'll see.
All right. Okay, that's a lot of shaving cream. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that palette knife. I like to clean it off first, and we're just going to cut through the re-inker. We're going to just swirl the re-inker around. See what I'm doing? I'm not mixing it. You don't want to mix it because you definitely want all of that crazy color to come through. And if you mix it, then it starts to become brown, and you don't want that. You want to see all the vibrant colors. I used a lot of re-inker here. It's going to be fun. I'm just trying to break up the, droplets. I'm overdoing it here. So I'm going to stop right there. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, so now here's a piece of cardstock for you. And I'm going to take a piece of cardstock and we're going to smash that cardstock down onto the shaving cream. Okay.
Puffing down.
Puffing down. Then we're going to pull up the cardstock, and it's going to look like a hot mess. But then we're going to get a piece of scrap paper, and we're going to use the stencil pal, and we are going to get rid of all of that shaving cream.
Flat side?
Flat side. Yep. Isn't that cool? That's so pretty. Oh, Tom, yours looks really cool. Now, if you did what Tom did and you didn't get enough up in this area over here, you can go back and tap those parts of the cardstock back into your shaving cream.
I'm going back in.
Going back in? All right.
Well, the little space is nice.
I really like your color combination. Tom's color combination is Coral Reef, Blue Lagoon, and Key Lime. And mine is Passionate Pink, Turquoise Sea, and Jelly Bean Green. And that's going to be important for us to know because I'm going to stamp some flowers. I think you should stamp some flowers too, Tom. We should do this together. Do you need a paper towel?
I do.
Here you go.
I was using my phone screen as a wipe.
That's a good idea. So you can see there's enough on here that we could do another card. Let's do another card. I'm going to do another one. And this one might not look as bright or vibrant, but once we get it all into the card as part of the card. Ooh, that one's cool. All right, I need to get rid of I was just going to hand it to you for no reason. Okay, I don't know where to grab this. Do this, go that way. Ooh, I love that one. That's really cool.
Did you ink it up again?
No, I just dipped right in the same thing. So you need another piece of cardstock. There you go. Ooh, that's pretty. Now, if you use less re-inker, it'll be more marbly, but I really like a lot of color, so I don't know. Kind of wanted a lot of color on mine. Did you add more?
I did.
Cool. I am totally covered in shaving cream and ink.
All right.
All right, you ready to go again?
Going in.
Okay. And then you could take a paper towel and just wipe off any excess. It dries really quite quickly. All right, Tom's doing round 2. You know what I did for tomorrow? You know, tomorrow's our release party. I booked an appointment all the way in Madison for my diabetes. So I'm going to be doing 90 miles an hour to get home in time for the party. You've got stuff everywhere. Here you go. I'll clean up your mess over here like it's dinner.
A lot of space in this one too, but it's kind of neat.
Oh, it's all over your iPhone cord too. So let's see. Oh, that came out cool. I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I love that key lime is a gorgeous color. Let's show this color up close. Isn't that beautiful? That color. I love that. And I'll show you mine up close here. Here's mine. So very tie-dye-ish, very cool. Looks like a cool t-shirt. And now we're going to turn these into cards. So that's basically the shaving cream technique.
Everybody's saying be careful tomorrow.
Oh, I will. I won't go too fast. I won't go too fast. You know, my appointment is at a reasonable time, but like it seems really hard for the doctor to stay on time. So a lot of times I get there and my appointment's at noon and I don't get to see her until 1. You know how that goes. We've all been there, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to stamp some flowers, and we're going to use this stamp set. This is the Sentimental Bouquet stamp set. I know tons of you have this stamp set. It was a kit a long time ago, and it's still a kit because it's a beginner kit, which is really nice. So if you have any friends that are trying to get into stamping and they want to try ink and an acrylic block and a little tape runner and cardstock, we have a kit like that has this in it, not the die set. It has the stamp set. It's got 6 ink cubes. It's got a little acrylic block. It's got a tape runner, and it's called the Sentimental Bouquet Kit. And then they can always add the die set later. But that's kind of a great way for them to get started. So here's a piece of cardstock for you. I'm sorry, everything is shifting here. And I'm going to take a piece of cardstock, and then we're going to use your colors, Coral Reef, Blue Lagoon, and Key Lime, to stamp some flowers from this. There's an acrylic block for you. And I'm going to use, let me get you those colors. So I have to move this light out of the way. Coral Reef. Here's Coral Reef.
Just grab one here.
Yep, here's Key Lime and Blue Lagoon. Where's Blue Lagoon? Here's Blue Lagoon. There you go. And my colors are Turquoise Sea, Jelly Bean Green, which I love. Jelly Bean is by far one of my all-time favorite colors. Why don't I have an ink cube? I have that ink cube. And Passionate Pink. So I don't have all the ink cubes. Isn't that wrong? Shouldn't I have all the ink cubes? Oh, here's my jelly bean. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use these 3 colors to stamp some flowers. I'm going to stamp like a big one and then maybe 2 small ones and then a couple of leaves and maybe a little vine.
Don't you think a black would be nice? Is that what we're using the sentiment for?
The sentiment will be black.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll have some black outline on the cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one, this stamp, and I'm going to do this one in Passionate Pink. It's been a while since I used this stamp set, but you want to really make sure it's inked up well. And then when you stamp these, I know you're not using the Misty, so when you stamp it, just hold it down for a second and give the ink a chance to absorb into the cardstock, and you'll get a better impression. It won't be as splotchy.
All right, this is happening over here, right?
Yes, it's happening right on there. And I'm going to clean this with my tidy towel. Okay. That's it. All right, that's not bad. Stamp 2 more.
that looks pretty bad.
I'm trying to be supportive. I'm really trying to be supportive. It doesn't look that bad. All right, I'm going to stamp a couple of...
Welcome to that bad. Okay, so my inking technique here is failing miserably. Now look, that doesn't look right, does it?
No, your inking technique is failing.
You gave me a dried out stamp.
I did not give you a dried out.
Oh, you have to put some anger into it.
Yeah. Anger.
Secret of Gina K
is anger.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
a
it
little
looks
better.
good. All right, do one more.
That's not that bad.
It's better than horrible.
Same color, different color.
Do the same color and then do the big one in coral reef.
Got it.
And then I'll trade blocks with you because you can do the vine. You can do whichever ones you want. I'm just picking these.
I don't have a good feeling about this one.
You know? Well, that
That's
looks
not bad.
good. Yeah. All right. Here, you take this block now because I'm going to use this stamp with turquoise C. I guess I am kind of angry when I stamp.
Yeah.
Look at how much I'm beating on it.
And drive.
And drive. I'm angry when I drive.
When Gina gets upset
Oh,
in the
no.
house, she walks fast.
I do not. I do not walk fast.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Maybe. A little fast. All right. I'm also going to stamp these two leaves. I'm going to stamp them at the same time. But if you're using our rounded block, you might feel that the top where the grid isn't
That bad.
wait, you're doing the leaf color. You want the flower to be the red, the coral reef. It's a shame that we can't go back and forth so people can see your face and your total disgust. So if you have this round block,
I thought this was Whimsical Wednesday.
it's okay, we'll do red leaves then. So the back is a little bit more rounded, so you want to actually place the stamps on the grid. It's not that whimsical. It's a little whimsical, but that's too whimsical. Okay. Yes. Beautiful.
Okay.
And now you're going to need some leaves with your key lime. Are you reading comments? Are people supporting you?
They are.
They think you're doing great?
Yep.
Good. You are doing great.
All right. Another one of those flowers or no?
No. So now you're going to do some leaves. I guess I should just let you do whatever you want.
Yeah, it never works. Leaves.
Leaves.
All right. So I'm going to take some leaves out here.
Yeah, and I'm trying to decide which one of these two backgrounds I should use. I feel like I like this one better because it's got more white space. So I'm going to use this one. Tom, which one are you going to use? A lot of this is going to be covered, so you might want to use the bigger one.
Okay.
But what do you think?
I like that one.
All right, use that one. I don't even know how we got married.
What's
I've
that? Why
never
is that gonna
seen
be
two
covered?
people disagree more on things.
You make that so beautiful and then you cover it?
Yes, we're going to cover it. Some of it.
Wow.
Some of it. Not all of it, but
What,
some
like
of it.
an eighth of an inch around the, you'll see?
Not an eighth, but you're not going to see much. When you see, I'll let you decide after you see what's happening. I'll wait until you stamp
You know
your
what's
leaves.
best.
Not always.
Okay.
Sometimes.
So I'm doing some leaves, kind of a fern leaf.
Yeah.
Your
And I'm going to get
storage.
this plate ready. And I'm going to lay the dies out because this is always
Oh, it's
tricky.
that bad.
It's that bad.
That bad again.
It is. That looks kind of good. That's better than horrible.
Better than horrible.
That's what you told me when you cooked for me.
Oh.
I kind of like it. It's
not
watercolory.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm being supportive.
Yep.
Being very supportive.
Gina, you are being a little bossy. LOL.
Sorry.
No, don't worry. You've got your friends here.
Okay.
They're just too polite to say anything.
Anybody on my side out there?
Let's rethink this husband and wife
Stamp
stamping
night.
thing, and let's get back to some serious stamping.
Oh, I am doing a terrible job here. I'm struggling a little bit.
So I keep going with these things?
Yeah.
More? Okay.
Well, do these leaves.
Oh.
Can I reach in here? I want to get some. I think I have some of the older purple tape.
Okay. Tidy towel?
Tidy towel. Yeah, where'd that go? I don't even know where the tidy towel went. Here you go, tidy towel.
Thank you.
Okay. So.
All right. Patience is a virtue, Margaret. Thank you.
The purple tape, the new purple tape is really great for masking and stuff, but I have a little trouble with it sometimes getting it to stick down with the dyes. Just sometimes. I don't know if it's humid or what. Oh, we had so much rain the other night. That was a crazy night. I hope everybody is okay. I know a lot of our friends in Iowa had some really bad storms coming through in the Chicagoland area too. So I hope you guys are all doing okay. Okay, this one is really tricky, but I did put a dot on it, and I remember that I think I had the dot going that way. I put a dot on my die, and I put a dot on my stamp. See the dot on the stamp right there? So I have a dot on the die and a dot on the stamp. So I remember that when I stamp it, it's easy to cut out because I remember which way I stamped it. But I don't know what you did, so I'm a little nervous about that. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm just taping down these dies so that I can cut a whole bunch of them at once, which is kind of fun. And we'll try this one too. Here we go. And I know that this is kind of nitpicky and takes a little bit of time to do, but it really, really makes a difference. And then you can do more at one time. All right. So I don't know that I'll be cutting all these out. I just wanted to stamp a few. Okay, so Tom is reading comments, and I'm going to get the die cutting machine. And I think we're zoomed out enough that you might be able to see me die cut for a change. So let's see. Not bad.
To die for.
So any comments or questions out there?
Questions. My husband would make one card and then say, enough. Oh, that's a good guy sentiment. Thank you, Lori. Let's see.
Do you want me to die cut yours too? Or do you want to do it?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
I'm still not done mine, but if you want to die cut yours, and then I'm going to give him a sneak peek.
What's that stamp set?
This is called Sentimental Bouquet. I'm sorry, I know I'm not on the scene right now, and we have nothing going on in the picture.
Sentimental Bouquet.
But I want to cut another flower, so I put that die on there, and I do want to cut 2 more leaves. So what did I do with? Here they are. I like the little leaves. I think they work really well for this kind of card that I want to do. I might need 2 branches though too. So Tom, here's what I'm doing. You're going to line up your die like this. I know this isn't on the scene, but you're going to line up your die, and then you're going to put purple tape around it to hold it down.
Love it.
Okay? All right. So give me 1 more second here to cut a couple more, And then I will give you the die cutting machine and we can have you do this too. So what should we show them tonight? So we got to give them a sneak peek.
We
We gotta use it. Yeah. What were you gonna say? Because I know what you're gonna say.
The layouts?
Yes. Let's show them the new master layouts die set that's going to be coming out tomorrow night. Let's use it tonight in this project. This is a sneak peek. So, we really have a lot going on in here. Sneak peek, but we got to show them because I am in love with this die set.
You done here?
Yes, we're done. I'm done. So now you can do it. Let me move this over to your area. And I'm going to take my die cut pieces and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with my die cut pieces. And while you're cutting yours out, I am going to show them the new die set. Okay.
Oh, right.
So let me move this out of the way.
This will be no problem.
Okay. And you do the die cutting. That seems like a man tool. Die cutting, right? Tool and die.
Tool and die man.
Yeah, there we go. So there's the pieces that I cut out. So I want to show you the new master layouts dies because this set I am so very excited about. So I've been making some cards that have the measurements of 3.5 inches by 4 3/4. So this has a stitched version of that layout. It's got this cute little single stitching. So it's 3.5 by 4 3/4. And then it's got the 1/8 of an inch plain background. So when they layer together, you'll have the white panel or the pattern paper panel, or in this case, the shaving cream panel will have cute little stitching. And then this one, we're going to cut it with a piece of black cardstock.
Thanks for telling me not to put a dot down.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I forgot to tell you about the dot.
I'm on about 6th rotation here trying to get it to work.
Sorry. Do you need help? That
Yeah.
looks good.
It looks very good. All
Okay,
right.
good. Then, so that's the big pieces in the master layouts. I'm excited. I'm showing them something new. And then you have these two pieces. So this is a panel that goes either down the center of your card or off to the side of your card, but it's nice and wide. So greetings will fit in there. Images, it's big enough for an image to fit in there. And it is single stitched. And then you've got the plain background. So it coordinates with this. So it's really going to finish off your card with that stitching. Then it has 2 stitched flag dies. And these are just the cutest little flag dies. And they work with so many of our greetings. So you already have in your collection so many greetings that will fit these. And I did these flags so that they would, even the smaller one, would just go a little bit over this thin panel here so that the little tails would hang out and you can use die cut words. And I have so many ideas for this. And what I'm really excited about is having the 2 master layout sets, the 1 and the 2. This is going to enable me to do lots of mix and match for you. So I'm very excited about that. So now you're going to have both of those A2 sizes that I use. Well, the layering panels that I use for my A2. Let's move this back a little. My A2 cards. You have the 3.5 by 4 3/4, and then you'll have the 3 3/4 and the 5 that I always use in the master layouts one. So there you go. You got to hold up here too, or it'll go flying into the microphone. Yes, look at you. How many did you do all at once? That's good. Okay, let's see what you did. Here so they can see. Good. Beautiful. Yay.
That's all I need. Should I keep going?
I think you need a few more.
All right,
for
keep
your
talking.
cards. Okay, so while you're repositioning, while you're getting your die pieces out, I'm going to quick cut.
I need this die too.
Okay, you need that die. Here you go. So I'm going to quick cut these master layouts. So if you don't mind, can I have those plates so I can quick cut these? All right. So I'm going to cut. How are we doing with time?
Excellent.
Oh, good. All right, I'm going to cut one of these rectangles out. And you can see that. I'm going to be cutting that out. Sorry if that made a really loud noise. I just banged the microphone. I'm going to cut two of those because I'm going to cut one for Tom as well. So, ooh. Love the crunch of a die cutting machine. Love it, love it, love it. Look how cute that is. Isn't that so cute? I love that. All right, I'll cut one more for Tom. I'm going to do this die cutting for you.
Thanks for not telling me about the dot.
You're still struggling?
Come on.
I'm sorry. Okay,
That one's out.
that one's out. Okay, so I've got these pieces. Now I'm going to cut two. This is very hard. Okay, I'm going to cut. Let me find another piece. I'm going to cut two of the larger ones using this black panel. So I think I'm going to need two black panels for this. I should have done something with a flag, but I'm not going to do that on this. I'm going to save that for our release party to use the flag. I can't, I'm too excited. You see, I can't like keep secrets. I'm the worst secret keeper. I got to find one more black panel here. Here we go. So how you do? You still working on trying to find the dot or the spot?
That is not relaxing.
Yeah, you got to do the dot.
Thanks.
Sorry. All right, so I've got one for me and one for Tom here. And then I'll show you all of these pieces, and we'll, after Tom cuts the rest of his flowers, we'll get the die cutting machine out of the way. I'm going to cut the big ones. You let me know when you need the machine. I'm going to cut the big ones. Sorry, did I just bumped Tom, his hand. He had it all lined up, and I just.
Sorry, I got a tourniquet ready over here.
All right. So I've got this big one. Ooh, so many. I'm having so much fun with this die set. I am like tickled about this. I'm so excited. And I know you guys can't see this, but.
Slow stamping with Tom. What time is the release party tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, the release party starts same time, 7 p.m. Central Time. We're going to have some of our illustrators on in the first hour. And then in the second hour, yes, it's a 2-hour broadcast. I will be showing you the new Stamp TV kit, the new kit, and some of the other new items. Okay, so I'm going to cut out my shaving cream card using the stitched one. So it's the last thing I'm going to do. And then, Tom, I'm going to turn this die cutting machine over to you, and you can do all the things. All right.
All two.
All two. Just cutting two? That's all right. Okay. Oh, look at the cute stitching on that.
Beautiful.
That is so cute. Okay, so let's get this out of the way, and we'll give this machine to Tom. And you have at it. Okay. And here are those two little flags. Aren't they so cute? So this set of dies is I'm gonna dedicate a whole video to our two layout sets and doing a mix and match. And we're going to just keep going with these because these are so much fun. And I've already gotten some ideas from some of my design team of what they'd like to see. So I'm really excited about that. But you can see it's just like perfect. It's so nice to have these. There's just no, nothing out of sorts at all with that.
Dot.
Oh, sorry. Oh, look at this cool kind of hippie card that we're making here. It's so fun.
Okay, so I have to do the layout.
Okay, do you have all your pieces? Let's get your pieces together. You think you have enough?
Pieces.
You're going to do a layout with that? All right, we'll make it work. Okay, so yeah, now you need this die here, and you're going to cut whichever one of those. But you can see what's going to happen here. I just want to give you, are you okay? Oh, gosh. See, this is going to cover a lot, you see?
This workspace is for a little person.
It's for me, yes. I am a little person. How tall do you guys think I am? If you've ever met me in person, everybody always says, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe how short you are." I am short. I say I'm 5 feet tall, but I'm actually 4'11". But I do wear high shoes, so I'm sometimes 5'2" or 5'3", so then I'm a supermodel.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to use the bigger one, huh?
Nice.
We can save your other one, and you can still make a card with it.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I think you should have, what color background? I'm not going to tell you. What color background do you want? Coral Reef, Blue Lagoon. Oh, we don't have Blue Lagoon. Coral Reef or Key Lime?
I'm thinking Coral Reef.
Coral Reef? Okay. I'm going to get you Coral Reef. And I'm going to get...
So I cut this?
Yeah, cut it. And I'm going to get myself Turquoise Sea, of course. And I'm going to cut the backgrounds over here because there's no room. I'm actually working on the floor right now, if you could see me. Can they see what you're doing, Tom?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's magic. This thing's got some recoil on it.
Let's see it. Let's get this out of here.
Wait.
Oh, that's great. You don't need this anymore. Oh, I'm so glad to get the die cutting machine out of here. That was like, I'm winded.
This is like a frame for a puppet show or something.
Oh, that's a great idea. The frame. I love that. That's what's nice about, let's show them that again. That's what's really nice about these too. Using the master layouts, you then have this extra piece that you could use acetate and make a shaker card or make a window card where you pop this up and do trees behind it. I don't know about shaving cream for that, but definitely for some other techniques.
Hope has me on the struggle bus.
Oh, you're on the struggle bus. I've been on the struggle bus a lot in my life. Okay. So now it's going to be time to put together our card. Do you want to use a Misty for your greeting? I think you should. I'm not even going to ask you. I think you should use the Misty for the greeting. I'm going to use the Misty for my greeting too.
You're going to cover up that masterpiece. Look at that.
I'm going to score our cards here. I'm not listening. I know. It's so beautiful. It's a shame to cover it up, but we have to do something. We can't just send a piece of shaving cream paper in the mail. Can we? All right. So we've got Coral Reef. Is that Coral Reef? Yeah, that's Coral Reef. Coral Reef for you. And I think that's Coral Reef. I'm going to double check that while... Did I use this? Is this the same color? I can't even see anymore. Is that the same color? Yeah, that's the same color. Okay. So Coral Reef. Now let's use the Misty for the greeting. I have a couple different greeting sets here. I have Fancy Greetings. This was last time's free set. This was last free set. And then I also have Hearty Greetings, which is the current one. Hearty Greetings, yeah. Because of all the hearts. So I'm thinking for mine, I'm going to do thank you so much because I'm going to make this card for my doctor. My doctor is retiring, and this is going to be my very last appointment with my doctor, and that makes me incredibly sad. But I want to make her a card. So I think I'm going to use thank you so much. Which one would you like to use?
Well, let's see.
I know these aren't man greetings.
Something for my proctologist, or you have. I hope everything works out okay over there. Or?
Oh,
all right.
Well, definitely not. You are my happy place.
Let's do. So glad we're friends.
Okay.
That sounds wrong.
Well,
here's
why.
Is wrong.
No, here's why. Here's why this might not be the right one. And this is just a design thing. That's going to go down here, and then you're going to put your flowers up here.
Okay.
So, I mean, it could be. You could put it here and do your flowers bigger. Right here. But I think something bigger, something longer, like birthday wishes to you, or, you know.
Love you with all my heart.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
I like that.
Redirect.
Yeah, redirect. There's a tape runner for you and one for me. Welcome to anybody who's just joining us. You are actually watching us live right now if it is somewhere between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time. If you're watching after, you're watching the replay. And we appreciate you watching that as well.
Okay, I'm going first?
You're going first. Okay, so this is the new Misty. So do you want to bring that in more so everybody can see?
She's
There
letting me near the new Misty.
Yep, the new Misty.
My lucky day.
So do you want to put it down here?
See how it goes. Okay, so this is going down here. Yeah. So there's room.
So there's room for your flowers. I asked Tom if he wanted to make something other than a flower card tonight, and he said he didn't care. Whatever I wanted to make was fine. So, is that back in the right spot? Okay. So here's black onyx. So we decided that we would make flower cards because, you know, I can never pass up making a flower card. I love flowers. But we have some really cool, interesting new things coming for you in this release, which I'm really excited about.
Work?
You might have to stamp it twice.
Why doesn't it stay?
Well, because it's a new stamp. So sometimes you have to stamp a new stamp twice. You're going to have to stamp it twice. I know you don't like to do that because of the one thing that happened. It's like you've got forever.
What happened to the watercolor?
Oh, no. We'll have to see if we can mono sand eraser that off. Oh.
Quite a recoil on this. Oh, look at that, though.
That looks perfect.
So why don't I do that, the same thing all around? And
okay. You want to try that?
Okay, mono sand eraser.
Yeah, it's in the drawer if you want to try sand erasing. And
Did you really think I wouldn't need that tonight?
Oh, I should have left it out.
Sand eraser.
It's in there somewhere. Maybe I did take it out. Okay. So I am going to, let me get watch me do the same exact thing now. It'll be punishment for laughing. I don't mean to laugh. I know you guys are probably all mad at me for laughing at Tom. But really, it's not that I'm laughing at his strife. I'm just laughing at his expression that you guys can't see.
I don't think they are.
Are you having trouble?
I don't see anything mono, sand, eraser, remotely.
Oh, here it is. I did take it out. Okay.
I found a sandwich.
All right. Here, you work on that. I'll work on this.
Okay, so I lightly take this, or are you leaving me to my own devices here? Okay,
so a good thing to know about the mono sand eraser is that when you're sanding, you should
Don't
go
use the same fingers that got you into it.
into the mess. Yeah. What you want to do is, where some people go wrong is they sand too much in one direction and they break through. So if you sand a little bit this way, you know, up and down, and then a little bit sideways, and then a little bit this way and a little bit sideways, change your direction up and you'll get better results. So can I move you down there to do that so I can stamp my thing? Okay. All right. So I'm going to stamp my thank you so much stamp. And because these are new stamps, I haven't used these in videos. I love them so much. They're just such a great, great little greeting sets. But I haven't used them yet. So one thing you can do when it's a new stamp to avoid having to stamp twice, sorry, I forgot to tell you this, just rub your hands over the stamp and you'll actually see it goes from being clear to a little bit dull. And that just removes any of the leftover material that's on there from the stamp making process. And we should get a little bit of a better stamp out of that. Okay. And then I'm going to just rub all over this. You guys know I like to use something like a piece of paper towel or my microfiber cloth. It just helps me slide over the MISTI better. Okay, so that looks pretty good. All right, you still standing over there?
I think I'm hit quartz.
You hit quartz? That's great. Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, we can always put an embellishment there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put an embellishment.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry I'm laughing so much.
Okay, this is all my stuff?
This is my stuff. I can't help it, Tom. You make me laugh. And you know what? I love that about you. All right, so here's your tape and here's my tape. And we're going to tape our stitched shaving creamed layer onto the black layer. I'm making the same layout. Oh, I love this die set. Seriously, guys, look at that. And then we're going to adhere that onto the card base. All right. I hope my doctor likes this tie-dye look. I think she will. She's pretty cool. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere my white stitched panel onto the black stitched panel.
I'm just busy in the tall grass over here.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Someone was surprised to see your nose piercing in the 2014 video.
Oh, really? I'll tell you how that came about. I had always wanted to get my nose pierced. Always. I just thought it was really fun. And all I wanted was a tiny little sparkle, just a little tiny sparkle. So Rena and her friend, they were on the swim team together, and they wanted to get their belly buttons pierced. And I know some people are against that. I know some people don't like it. But, you know, I thought, well, it's not my belly button. And so I took Rena, and while I was there, her friend, she and her friend got their belly buttons pierced. And I just thought, I'm here. I've got people to hold my hand. I'm just going to do it. And I did it. And I love it. I love having it. And you don't mind, do you, Tom?
Not at all. Except when you sneeze. Shoots across the room.
No, it doesn't. It does not. Okay, so now I'm going to just kind of find a cute little layout for all of these.
I'm going to offset mine like that.
Ooh, nice. I like that.
There you go.
That's a great idea. see. Maybe I will put this over here. And then this is kind of the fun, trying to figure out how to lay it out so it looks good. I don't know, maybe I have too many flowers. Maybe I don't need this many. We'll have to see. I don't like even numbers though. I always try to do an odd number of flowers. Okay, put this one up here. I'm not feeling it though. How's yours going?
Well,
What you want to do? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. That's cute. There we go. I'll do that. That'll be a cute layout. How's it going? They can't see you. Oh, I like the way you angled that. There's so many fun ways to use this die set. Let's zoom in a little so people can see what we got going here. Can you scooch over toward me a little? Right, no social distancing here. Okay, there we go. So, all right, so that's what our cards will look like. Now, I think I've told you guys this before. One thing that I really like to do is I like to take a picture of the layout with my iPhone.
My goober.
And then I have a picture to work off of when I lay out my cards again. So, and then, Tom, did you ever think of putting your flowers like
right down the side?
Down the side, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, there you covered your goober. All right, let's see what that looks like. What do you guys think? Should Tom do that with his card? You could just tuck that one under there. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that.
You like that? Okay. So what I like to do then is I like to tape down some of them and pop up some of them. So let's do that. I'm going to find my tape, my foam squares. Where'd they go? I don't know where they went. Oh, I took them out. I guess I was planning all of this. And you guys, I destroyed my foam square box. And so all my foam squares are loose. So we're just going to have to pick them off of there. I stepped on it and I crushed it.
See, this looks like whimsical.
Whimsical Wednesday.
Forest foliage.
Yes, it does. And you could still see more of your shaving cream. I like the way you did that.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to pop up?
We're going to pop up. So what I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to move my flowers over here.
Oh, there's some disagreement on this version versus the other one. So.
Oh, okay.
But we got the goober covered up, so.
Well, it's your card. It's up to you. What is the vote like? Is there a huge discrepancy between?
It's a raging conflict.
It is?
So so much hangs in the balance here. But got to cover that up with something. That's the problem. And you can't leave that all the way down there by itself. Unless you want to make a statement or something.
What would the statement be?
I'm not. Hey, you release your art and then it belongs to
society.
Yeah, they decide
what it means.
Yeah.
That's an interesting. Who told you that? Alicia?
I don't know who told me that. I have no idea.
You have tape right there if you want it. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm taping down a few things.
Yeah, I mean,
with it here.
You got to I kind of really like that big pink flower there like that. Could I slip this other flower under here? Kind of, maybe. Let me get this leaf out of here. These are the decisions that hold me up sometimes when I'm making a video. I'll just look and
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
oh, it is.
So we're just about getting there.
We are. That's right. You guys are hanging in there with us, right? We're a little late, but we're just so happy we can actually be here. I had to do the big one in the front like that. I feel like that just, it says it all, that pink flower.
Goober.
So Tom is using foam squares.
Sorry, I gotta do this.
So I found a quote. It flashed on my phone, and I did find a quote to end the evening with tonight that talks about our stress, Tom.
Stress. Like
But
right
I'm just going to
now.
watch you. I'm going to watch you make this.
Hey, how about all the cards we've got from people?
Yes, we have gotten so many cards from you guys, and I'm going to take pictures of all the cards laying out, and I'll be posting them in our Facebook group with a huge thank you to all of you. You guys have sent us such nice cards. Some people sent us sympathy cards for Teddy, and other people sent us thank you cards for doing our lives. And gosh, that is just so kind, and they mean the world to us. So if we haven't gotten a chance to say thank you yet, it is coming. I just haven't had a chance with our release right around the corner to get the pictures of everything that I've wanted to take. So, so hang in there and just know how much we really appreciate that. So Tom, are you going to leave? Do you want to flip the camera to the front shot and then come say goodbye to everybody, and then I will do my quote? Okay, so here I am. That was so much fun. I had a good time making these cards. You made me laugh so much tonight. So much fun with you.
Thank you all for putting up with me and humoring me. Enjoyed it. Had fun. We had another chance to be together, and it's good fun.
It
I didn't
is.
screw up too bad.
I don't think you did. I like your solution there
All
to
right.
cover it up and go up the side, and I think it looks great.
Okay.
Who are you giving this card to?
Love
Love you with all my heart.
Think about that.
Maybe you can send it to a viewer.
Yes.
We should do that. We should send some of our cards out to people that watch us. That'd be fun.
Surprise them.
Yes, that would be very fun.
Put it in an order.
Oh my goodness. That is such a great idea. We should do that. We should put all the cards we make in the lives into orders. Oh yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that. That will be fun. All right, so I'm going to go to my ending quote for the night. So talking about stress, just remember that nothing is permanent. Don't stress yourself too much, because no matter how bad the situation is, it's going to change. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We hope you had a good time. We certainly had a wonderful time with you. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time with our brand new August release. We've got some of our illustrators joining us. We have all kinds of new stamp sets. We have a new die set that you guys got to see tonight. See, if people weren't watching, they didn't get to see it. And a brand new kit. So we can't wait to see you again tomorrow night. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. Love you so much, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.